Another day, another video. Today I wanted to talk about social media in general. I haven't had a conversation about this for ages, and it was triggered by someone I know saying they're leaving Facebook today because they think it's becoming drivel. And to some extent, I would agree with you at the moment. I think Facebook is under real pressure to transition to something. And I think we're not going to know what that's going to be until later in the year, because there's a lot of talk about how they're going to change the timeline and whether the timeline will literally go completely. I doubt it will go completely, but I guess we just have to wait and see, because they obviously know they have to do something to stem the loss of people. And let's face it, they've got enough money to sort it out, so they will do something about it. But let's look at the social media platforms as to what they are. You know, there are predominantly 4, maybe 5 social media platforms of any relevance. So you've got Facebook is the biggest by far. You know, as much as people are leaving it, it's still massive. It's a huge percentage of people on Facebook. You've got Instagram, which is still growing, and it's pretty massive. Instagram. It's a particular sector of people. I'm on Instagram. I'm not an active user. I think you need to put the effort into it to make it worthwhile. But for certain industries, Instagram is the place to be. If you're into fitness, nutrition, food, those sort of things, I think Instagram is really, really important to your business. Facebook tends to be more about people interconnecting with people, but there's a lot of business happening on Facebook, and a lot of people that run their businesses entirely through Facebook and probably don't even have a website. So there's lots of potential with Facebook. So I mean, I know it's becoming a bit of a pain, but that's the truth of it. Now the other places, other social media channels, Snapchat pretty much exists in the youth market. And I don't know too much about it. I don't really follow it. I'm the wrong age. Pinterest is a fantastic place to be if you like images, and I actually really enjoy Pinterest. I don't publish much there myself, but it's a great place for inspiration for stuff. If you're looking for household inspiration, if you're looking for things. Now, I know there are people who have Etsy type businesses where they're making crafts and things, and Pinterest for them is absolutely brilliant. So that's a useful place to look. Now Twitter is a funny one, because I use Twitter for a number of businesses, and I literally just use it as a feed. I don't really interact with it, but I know a lot of people who do use Twitter, and it's certainly massive in the news industry. The news industry loves Twitter because they can get stuff out there and be interactive with it. So it's a really big place for journalists. So if you want to get your product or your information out there into the traditional media, Twitter is a good place to have a profile and to get a following behind, because if you get a following on Twitter, you can connect with journalists and they will be interested in you. But like all of these platforms, it takes work. And I guess my platform of interest in terms of business is LinkedIn. I'm here every day. I make an effort to be here every day. And that is the point with all platforms. If you can be somewhere all the time on a regular basis, that's all that matters. Your audience will find you. Now, being on Facebook, what does that mean? It does mean, again, being there every day. And it does mean a combination of using your personal profile and using a business page. And you do need to be a bit careful about how you do it. If you do a lot on your personal profile, which is business associated, Facebook will just turn your profile into a business page at some point. So there is some nuances to the place, but certainly the best place for business to business is here in LinkedIn. There are some things that I wish people in LinkedIn would stop doing. I do hate getting friends requests and then instant buy my email straight after through Messenger. I just think it's just so crass. Would you really do that if you met someone on the street or at a party? You just don't do that level of interaction. You kind of like engage with people a bit first. So I guess that's kind of a brief kind of my sense of social media today, is that, but the overriding thing is, on whichever social media channel your people are, you've got to be there and you've got to be turning up every single day. And if you really want to hit it, you turn up multiple times a day. But I'll talk about that one tomorrow, I think. Anyway, have a great day. I know for some of you it feels like a Monday because it's the first day after a bank holiday. For me, it's just a day. Anyway, all the best.